Oh, I love a drill. I love a good old-fashioned drill claw.
You were dead the day you brought us here. All right.
Drill call. I just literally am amazed that there's this much blood and this is creator mode. Oh God, double super, let's get him. All right, I have no idea about the story, so. Oh my God! One combo takes him out. You gotta watch when you're playing this game. When you got your little combo meter on the left, it'll actually tell you how much you... Like, you don't have unlimited combos like in some games, right?
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Here's a solution.
Oh, that was a tag. I'll take that tag off.
God, I hope I'm right about this. Not a big fan. Get in there. You're about to spend your life in a GDA prison. Just a flesh wound.
No, the reason that this is so important here, that guy didn't have a chip in the back of his neck like everybody else. Oh my God. Dual fireball. Well, what are you gonna do? Sit in there forever or just walk out?
My God.
Holy Jesus. We're going into an alien movie.
All right. Coming through.
Oh, I love a drill. I love a good old-fashioned drill claw.
You were dead the day you brought us here. All right. Coming through.
Drill call. I just literally am amazed that good cover. Reversal. Oh my God, the retro ball's got on a roll up. Ontario just couldn't get out of that cover. Super kick!
Let go!
Third!
Let go!
Super kick party! Yeah, pay the money for that.
They seem to be really feeling the
There we go! Let's go! Let's go! No doubt! Over the foul pole! Let's go! I'm getting notes here and notes there and notes. Stimulation is the key word here. Lots of stimulation. Yo, and away we go. Hello, everybody. And welcome to a beach break edition of the Mike the Ref Twitch stream, AEW Sidecast. Welcome to everybody over on Backbreaker Video, as well as on the Mike the Ref Twitch channel here. We have got a fire night coming up tonight. Is that what the kids say? Fire? Because, yeah, this night is guaranteed to be insane. There's already people going insane about this show due to comments earlier made today by one Paul White, who basically trolled everybody on the internet. Paul White in an interview with Q101, with a local TV station. TK was the guy talking on Q101. Well, that's a different story altogether here. Said he was going to be in the ring tonight. Yeah, he was. He probably is right now. He Paul White said on the Agent 00's Twitch stream earlier, about an hour ago, that he's going to be taking part in the warm-up match, the dark match, the non-televised match. He's actually getting an opportunity to wrestle there, and he is supposed to be in absolute great shape right now. And I'd really like to see some highlights of that, but we'll probably have to look at it over social media. But what do you think about what's going on tonight? Like, there is a lot of insanity we could see here, and I say that with all pun intended. With a lot of things coming up here. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, I spelled insanity without the I and with a dash in the middle. So, yeah, we could. I know a lot of the insiders are saying that this is going to be a very epic stream. I think it's going to be an epic show, even if nothing groundbreaking happens. Like, if you look at this, we got Ciampa and Jericho, which those two will tell a story like no other here. We got, what's the rumor say? All they're saying is that there is going to be a great like, the only thing they'll say concrete, oh, it's a great show. I know some people are saying that there's going to be debuts tonight. I don't know if we're going to see that. I think there's one we might see. And where we'll see it is somebody has to defend the honor of Stardom. And that person very well could be the woman formerly known as Kairi Sane. I think we might get that debut tonight. I just, you get a feeling, you get a thing in the cockles of your heart. Nats, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And thank you to everybody for being here. And Nats, are you looking for money or something or what? Just buttering me up like that right as soon as you walk in here tonight. You know, I'll take it. You know, I'm all about the money. I know what you're doing. You're looking for your preferential treatment, looking for what's going to happen on Saturday. So for you people that showed up here early, and yes, I said you people, it's just everybody, not just. Don't take it as that term that everybody. The pitcher for the Nats got suspended for 6 games or whatever for. I'm just being serious here. For you guys being here early, I'm going to give you guys a little preview of something I'm going to show during the show. The announcement I'm going to make, we aren't having Backbreaker Pro tonight. We're going to be back up on Saturday with Backbreaker Pro. But we will have a brand new title and a brand new tournament starting on Saturday. Our women's title, we're actually getting a pure women's title. And I don't mean pure rules, I mean pure women's style. That right there, my friends, is the Embassy of Steel title that will be awarded to one of the females in Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. Pure rules. Rules. Yeah, well, I know, but as you can see, we are going to have a tournament. It's called the Forged in Fire Tournament to crown our first Empress champion. And that tournament will start on Saturday. I'll explain more of the details on Saturday, but yeah. Shout out to Shane Saw once again for producing the logo over here for us here. I'm really looking forward to that. I believe the crowning of the champion will be at our next PLE, which going to be known as Crossfire. And the date we're looking at is August 9th. It is a Sunday. We will try to have it a little earlier. So, you know, we're not doing what AEW does and have you run till midnight. We got to formalize a venue and all that. So once I get that all nailed down properly, we'll get that set up here. And I'll let you guys know. We'll get the advertising up as we always do. And we'll have a lot of fun with that. So. Love the schedule? Yeah, well, you haven't seen the schedule quite yet. And I'll be honest, guys, tonight I got a little thing to do after we're done here tonight. Meeting up with an old friend here after work, after stream. So, yeah, we're going to be... we're unfortunately having a week off, so. Nats, I'll tell you right now, Mike Santana. Yes, I saw the Instagram post that it says 7:15. I think, and don't get me wrong here, I understand that things can be all over the place and very well could happen, but I think that literally is a troll job right there. His contract may be up on June 15th, but I don't think there's any way that Santana comes back to AEW. Where do you put him? Do you put him back with Ortiz again? Let me get my Speedo, we're going to the beach, baby. Like, look at the world title. Run him single, but where do you put him? Like, do remember, we are going to have Ciampa versus Santana, death match. Oh, God. You just want to kill these poor men, don't you? Nats would love to see his Speedo. Where is it here?
No, please, no.
I think that's enough of the sound. Oh, let's get the gong in here just for the heck of it, too. How you doing tonight, Kurt? How is everybody doing tonight? Like, do you put floating things on your wheelchair? Oh, that would be interesting. No, it's actually a hover one, sort of like Professor X. By the way, folks, if you are a comic book person, I would seriously recommend you guys check out the X-Men 97 on Disney. Like, I was absolutely floored with today's episode. Like, absolutely loved it. I know that Philia Payne and Andre C. will be talking about it on Marvel Talk with Ed Fries, of course, but well, yeah, getting into this tonight. Now we're going to the beach. I know the correlate. Oh. Some wheelchairs are. That's fair.
That's such a loaded question. I mean, this is it. It's do or die. My back is up against the wall. But you know what, Renee? I felt like all through my career, that's when I've done my best work.
Omega coming out with fire to start this show off, and I love every second of it here. I'm excited for the Ed to Marvel and the eventual reboot. I'm hoping the next Marvel Universe X-Men is the main team. I'm just interested to see how they get Weapon X put together, as well as how X-Force gets back involved in the cartoon style here. Ooh, I love this. I don't want to jinx it. It's like people saying the word no-hitter this afternoon, which I'm a little pissed off about it. So, like, Cease was 3 outs away from a no-hitter earlier today, and unfortunately, as soon as somebody said the word no-hitter, they got the Giants got a single base hit. So either a new champ or Kenny retires. Yeah, well, this could be. It very well is. This could be his last match. He had a no-hitter through 9 innings and gave up a base hit top of 9. So you notice it's so hot outside that they actually have to do these interviews in like cabana rooms. or hotel rooms for that matter. So, if you guys are wondering why they're doing it at like a place like this, there is a concept that indie promoters know very well. This is called bot shows. So, a venue or a city, or it's sort of like what WWE does for WrestleMania. They pay whatever promotion to come to run a show at your venue. So realistically, you don't give a crap about tickets or anything because you've already got your money for the show. You just want to make sure you put on a good show so that everything comes back again, right? What do you guys think of the venue? Like, this literally looks like Bash at the Beach from WCW days. Except, you know, they got the Tron in the back instead of just some black curtains. And the dancing girls in the beach houses either. Because we are not... we're not trying to be sexist here in 2026 for some weird reason. No, this is going to be a fun card tonight. Like, everything going down top to bottom here. Like, this might be AEW's best. So, Ciampa's going to attack Jericho already? I think Jericho's going to come in from some stupid area. Ha! Jericho comes through the crowd. Jericho gets the first shot. You knew there was going to be something stupid like this to start the match. Well, there go the beach chairs. They didn't even last one match. You broke the beach chair. How are you supposed to return it back to Walmart? How are you supposed to return those to Walmart? Granted, Walmart pretty much takes anything back. So no, it's Costco that takes pretty much everything back. I'm trying to figure out which one's the one that does that more. So the only thing we're missing from this is a pool around the ring. I don't know if you remember what WCW did shows like this. They literally had a moat around the ring. But yeah, this is super cool, this venue. Now, I wonder, is it going to be... Could they set up a match here where Tony Schiavone has to declare the other one, like declare one of these two the winner regardless? Hey, there's the bell. And shout out to the Orange Ropes, taking a page out of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. Mr. Zodiac, how you doing tonight? Hope you do it here. We're having a lot of fun. If you missed the earlier part of the show, Ciampa tried to do a sneak attack on Jericho. Jericho came through the crowd and then up the ramp. So I love this venue. This is Bash at the Beach. The only thing they're missing from the actual Bash at the Beach is the cabana houses and the cabana girls in the cabana houses. Once again, because this is 2026, not 1996. But once again, everybody, just thank you for being here. Like, take me back. And we were talking about this. Like, this is a bot show, so you're looking today. You're not seeing anything stupid about ticket sales or anything like that, because nobody gives two craps. The venue paid for the show, and we're just out here to. The one thing that that's different about this show compared to a. Oh God. Widow's Bell right out of nowhere. Clearwater. St. Pete, Clearwater. You can see it right in the background. They got it on all the advertising. So there's probably going to be... I'm trying to figure out where they're going to get more strikes. Are they going to get more in St. Pete? Where are they going to get more strikes? Here? Or over at Tropicana when with the Yankees hitting right now? If you don't know the facts, the New York Yankees over the last 2 games, 34 strikeouts out of 54 outs. So yeah, it's like, no, that just how horrible can you be with that? So they're going back to Philly in August. That's pretty cool. And then September. Oh, the other big announcement that came down this week. I was thinking about doing a 12-hour stream for my birthday coming up in September. Well, it's going to be sure as hell a lot easier now with AEW running a pay-per-view that same day. It was just announced a couple days ago that All Out is September 26th from Chicago. A Saturday pay-per-view. I know a lot of you have been asking about that. If you're wondering, it's during the NFL season, so all pay-per-views move to Saturdays. So TK can actually... All Out, the best pay-per-view? Yeah, well, it's been sneaky good for so many years. Like, I'm sorry, ever since we've had... I think it was Statlander and Willow, I think, is one of my favorite matches at an All Out. Patting himself on the back incessantly for that one. I don't blame him. You notice they're not showing Jericho right now because he is blading up as we speak. Ah, look at the Irish rubbing a bald man's... Yeah, Jericho's bleeding. I knew that. At least he knew how to bleed properly this time. I don't know if you remember the last time Jericho bled. He sort of missed and overshot a little bit. When I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. Give it the straight 5 to Shivani. That's sort of appropriate. As we go into our first picture of the night. So, well, we got a second to breathe. How are you all doing tonight? How is this Wednesday treating you? It is July 8th. All the holidays have sort of subsided, both in Canada and the States. The World Cup is, I don't want to say behind us, but the drama of having the host nations involved is over now. So now you got 8 of the superpowers going at it in the quarterfinals. Which, by the way, for the record, if Kenny Omega wins, I'm contacting FIFA after this match. Not saying it would help anything, but you know, just apparently it does do a few things when you do that. So that really don't really happen. But anyway, sorry, being a smart ass at heart here. Oh, what we got here? 3-stream streak. Good. Had the day off. Went to the gym. Saw a dentist. Went to the chiropractor. Changed my auto. Oh, geez, you're feeling old. Where can you see the show? What country are you in there, Sabuksu? We don't show the show on any Discord or anything if you're asking on my channel here. France? It would be the myaew.com. myaew.com should be where you would be able to see it. If you're interested in AEW, I think it's like $20 a year over there. It's something dirt cheap compared to anything we get over here. So, but there is Pirate Land, as they call it, as well. So, unfortunately, I don't have any of those sneaky links, but maybe some others in the chat do if you want them. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any special links for anything. Sorry, my friend. I'm watching it currently right now. I'm in Canada myself, so we're watching it on TSN, our ESPN affiliate that has it on live. In the States, they get it on HBO Max and TBS. So unless you get myaew.com or else you get VPN. And then VPN yourself to the States and get HBO Max, one or the other, but yeah, I do know some people do it via Pirate Land, which the only difference is between what I'm watching and what you're watching is the fact I'm going to be probably about a minute ahead of you. So I don't encourage it, but I stay out of it. But no, okay, Excalibur, calm down. Now, when you want to say it's a bloody grudge match, you need both people to bleed to make it a bloody grudge match. None of this, we're going to have one guy bleeding and that's it. That's called that's a different kind of bloodbath. If you want to talk about that kind of bloodbath, this match should be over. Well, Ciampa just lost a tooth. All right, chat. Quick question for you while we're here. You know the lifeguards tower up on the stage? Who's coming off of that? Because you know somebody's flying off of that. We've already used the lawn chairs for Ciampa. Oh God. Air raid crash and a beauty. I'm actually really surprised that he didn't reach the ropes instead. Yeah, if you didn't know, in the States right now, it is about 102. I think at the ring, because of the group of people that are around there, I've heard something around 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Which is hot as balls in Celsius. I think that's in a lower 40s, honestly. So Ciampa's going to try to do the walls? Sorry, I just saw it. It's funny because we just saw SRS just throw out a note about WWE recruiting some people that aren't going to be on this show. And stuff that we pretty much knew already, so I don't even want to bother about it. I really freaking hate that kind of don't get me wrong. I love Jericho, and Jericho's going to have a little variance on moves, but a freaking brainbuster's down, not a run-out suplex. You want to talk about a brainbuster, you talk about Kyle Fletcher, you talk about Adam Cole. Like, Adam Cole does the knee variant, which is a lot safer for a lot of the wrestlers. But you know, it's a little bit insane when they're giving 20 minutes to this match already. Maybe it's a good thing that we're not running Backbreaker Pro tonight. Which, by the way, if you are coming in late, we did preview the newest title for Backbreaker Pro. We will show it off again before the main event, as well as an announcement of a rough date of our next PLE. Why did Ciampa dump some sand in the ring before dumping the pail? Mentioned WWE just be former AEW stars. AEW just former AEW. Yeah. No, unfortunately, I explained it on Saturday. Yeah, I know. It'll be the opposite back and forth. I know what you're saying there. Bulldog into the sand. Ciampa hits the knee. And a second knee. That should be it. No! Okay. Unfortunately, the wrestlers asked for the 4th of July off. And then as a result of that, all the Canadian wrestlers demanded that they get a time off in lieu of Canada Day because we didn't take the first off. So tonight's the day in lieu. So unfortunately, we have an entire week of no BBW, as you like to put it. BPW for all of us. Oh my God, the sand plays in. Well, this is going to go into redemption now. Zodiac, in regards to your question, that's my response to that right now. I'm just not getting involved in that question. Jericho can't see right now because, well, he's old. Nothing about the sand, right? Oh my God! That was about as close to a headshot as you'll ever get in AEW. Uh-oh. Something crazy I think is going to happen here. Nope. What is Ciampa? Oh, God. Ciampa with a drill? Does security really want to get involved in this? Oh, and here comes Rick Knox. He's going to break everything up. I hope he realizes that didn't work as well as he thought it would. Ha! Holy sh... So we're going Fletcher Takeshita right after this. Folks, this is going to be a little... This is going to be an insane day here. And here comes your... I find it funny. WWE has its videos of Jeddah when they do the Saudi Arabia shows. But now we got St. Beach Clearwater here for AEW. Oh. What's wrong with the birds? Oh, we got another one of these pre-made promo. I love it. And once again, Alex Windsor just going through a regular Mario Kart routine.
Feels good to do that again. I don't know what we were thinking, mate.
Oh, that is a nice little tavern top there. Yeah, I got a feeling they're ramping him back up to set him up for Wembley. It makes sense to give Windsor and Hayter the tag titles at Wembley. Give the Divine Dominion a pay-per-view match, not just a pre-show match for once. I think it makes sense. Hey, John. Very cool. Yeah. Well, I don't mind a little. It's the little subtle details that make things extra fun, right? And how you doing tonight, by the way? Good to see you here. But yeah, like the devil's in the details of a lot of stuff here when it comes to AEW. Like in this match, like kudos to the small things. Like, remember earlier in the match, I asked, why did Ciampa dump that sand right there in the ring before he tried to hit Jericho with the pail? Turns out that's the sand that he grabbed to throw right in Jericho's eyes. Like, you know, you go from the very confusing stuff to the great stuff. Now we're going from that to Takeshita and Fletcher, which, heads up, folks, if you didn't realize, there might be a banger coming up, and I don't mean Sheamus. By the way, if anybody's wondering or questioning, his indie name was Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, so there might be a possibility when you see Sheamus next time, he'll have the same similar name. So, but the one thing I learned this week that's ultra cool, and I did share it over in the Discord earlier this week. Sheamus's indie song, his indie song when he started out was an Irish spin on a DMX song. Like, I listened to it and I'm like, holy crap, this is the kind of banger he came out to when he started? But yeah, if you want, if you are on Twitch, you can check below for my link tree there. From there, you can get into the Discord if you're not there yet, if you want to check it out. But I'll try and set something up for YouTube. I'm still rather new at the YouTube streaming thing. Sorry. So, but yeah, like this tonight should be, like, I find it weird. Normally you would put your best match last and your second best match first. It makes me wonder if this match here is going to go to a no contest. I also wonder if that main event's going to go to a no contest, but that's a different story itself.
Well, let's talk tonight's main event, MJF versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. The stakes in this match could not be higher. All in, just around the corner. How do you want to see this go?
Obviously, I'm pulling for Kenny more than anything in the world. Kenny is one of the greatest of our generation, the best to ever do it. But you can't look past Max, especially with the year that he's had. You can't deny what's been happening, but he's never the talent that you need to worry about with Max. It's the boy.
Yeah. I love how Osprey's just so straight honest here. It's the bullshit that comes with MJF that's the biggest problem, not the actual match.
that you claim to be the best in the world and yet you've never won this. I'm not judgmental when I think about the fact that you're a grown-ass man looking for the love, affection, and admiration of John Moxley. I think you have.
Oh, God, here we go.
Please, sir, can I have some more? I don't judge your weird love-hate relationship with Kenny Omega. And yet here
MJF can't carry Omega's jock.
so you are currently living in the golden era of All Elite Wrestling here at 2026, and there's only one.
What percentages are you looking at, John? Are you looking at,
Isn't it ironic that you're walking
like right now, let's face it, Omega is not at 100%.
to restore the feeling? Turns out I was the feeling all along.
Like he's getting to the best shape of the as he can for getting towards all in.
Which is why I find it so annoying that everybody wants to talk about how well he
MJF is going to carry this company for years to come, whether he's in the main spot or not.
is Kenny Omega for my Triple B, my
If MJF loses tonight, chat, where do you see him going and all in? Because you know he's going to be there. And you know there's going to be a story about it. Is he going to get a main event spot that they're going to add in? When MJF goes to MJW, and
live in front of all your countrymen. I'm gonna break it.
when MJF goes to New Japan,
Pleasure doing so at Wembley Stadium on August 30th. Max, you've mixed up your mouthwash with cat piss, boss.
did you just hear what Ospreay said?
Multiple-time world champion, but there's a lot of people that can
Mixed up your mouthwash with cat piss? Like that's just
beat me. Max, you can be the youngest, you can be the longest, but at the best, mate, you don't even crack the top 50. I know Japanese girls that are 14 years old that can be better than you.
wow.
You're a beggar. You walk into every single arena expecting thank yous and for people to tell you how special you are. All you just want is to be part of
Oh, I get it. I absolutely love Will as well.
Until you do it on your own, until you dish all those antics, you ain't part of the conversation, and you never will be.
Well, Ospreay's going to get kicked out of the building tonight. Well, it seems that somebody has MJF's a punk. Well, technically he's a champ too, so that sort of works out.
Both men already looking forward to the 30th of August in Wembley Stadium later this summer, but they cannot.
But this also, this helps people put doubt in their mind about what's going to happen on the main event. Like, a lot of people think it's just hung nice and dry that Omega's going to win this. But with the fact that they're starting this feud up with Ospreay and MJF, this is going towards that. Kenny will beat. I'm with you for the most part. Like, I have no doubt that that's what's going to happen for a lot of it. But I also think this too. And Ospreay made the great point at the beginning of the interview. It's not about beating the shit out of Max. Because let's face it, we all know that he can take him on a punishment. And he is that Southern wrestler that we all find amazing here. It's the stuff that goes around with him. Like, he has this, and I hate to make comparisons, but it's true, the Roman Reigns-esque way of getting around things, right? Some kind of plot armor gets him around it. Like, his last pay-per-view win might have been his last title match was probably the cleanest one he had against Briscoe. I love my MJF, my cockiness. Yeah, like, here's the thing, and this goes back to a comment that you made earlier, John, about MJF and going to Japan. When it comes to a wrestling style in North America, you need to be able to talk as well as wrestle. In many ways, when it comes to New Japan, I'm not the biggest New Japan expert. Don't get me mistaken for that. We got a guy here on the channel, on the YouTube channel, Andre C., who covers a lot of our indie stuff here. He's more the New Japan guy. But when it comes to New Japan, for the most part, most of their interviews, most of their promos, most of the stuff like that usually happen in between and after shows. And it's not as much of a major focus on the show, and it sort of takes away some of the strengths of what MJF has. Like, he's got the wrestling skills, but he also needs to add in that extra je ne sais quoi when it comes to the talk to do it. So that's why I say it's going to be a little bit different there, right? You got to love it when Twitch is sponsoring a show, when they can't even put a damn category for AEW up. We were talking about that earlier, that was going on. So did Don Callis bring some extra water for the referee if he's that concerned about Rick Knox? Yeah, shout out to Twitch for sponsoring part of this show tonight. As you can see up on the screen, they actually had a pre-show with Agent 00, one of the bigger streamers on Twitch. And it was a lot of fun. Like, you could tell that he was a little bit out of his element. MJF's good at both, can talk and wrestle, heal. Absolutely. Like, he is, like I said, he is the future of AEW. He's always going to be that constant. He's always going to be in that extra level, right? But, sorry, going back to the pre-show, I was watching a little bit, getting ready for stream here, and you could tell that he enjoys wrestling. It's just he's not as focused on it than a lot of us are. Like, Maya World came down and didn't realize that AEW was actually, or didn't realize she was an AEW kind of thing. So yeah, they're actually doing the Twitch stream they're advertising on there. They're actually doing live reactions at ringside, so it's more of a behind the scenes stream. I think it's cool that they're putting stuff out there, right? I do hope one day that, they do reach out to a lot of us creators who have been around since the beginning of AEW to go through this. So I do want to get some more AEW related content out. So maybe that'll help to spring things forward a little bit. Love Kenny and the Bullet Club days. I love Kenny, period. Like, let's face it, my shirt today, it's the Kenny Omega King Tekken shirt, crossover shirt. Yes, I understand Tekken for many people is crap these days. But wanted to give a special shout out to Kenny for tonight, because one way or the other, this will be a very special night for Kenny Omega. I also wonder, thank you, appreciate it. I think I have almost the entire collection of those shirts, so but yeah, I'm a big fan of both these guys, and I know Zodiac in the chat, he's just glued to this match right now. Kyle Fletcher, one of his favorite wrestlers, and it's a guaranteed this is a match of the year before it even starts usually, right? Unless something goes horrifically wrong. That's why I almost think this might go to a no finish, because realistically, we should be looking at getting a triple. I'm thinking we're getting a triple threat at All In with Okada mixed into this, just so we can get this whole story finished. But the problem is, when you think that's going to be an All In match, you also wonder. You also wonder if that's going to be that's going to be a redemption match. Is that going to be on next week on Dynamite? Like, Tony Khan did say that he does understand that pay-per-views do cost and people can't necessarily afford them all the time. That's why you get all these title matches on TV rather than saving them all for the pay-per-view. He takes the water. Hey, I would take the water too. It's 102 freaking degrees down there. And now going for the hammerlock. Oh, God. Hammerlock backdrop driver is quite nasty right there. Callis saying he has to learn to live with looking at disappointment. Well, he might as well just look in the mirror. Did hear it's a bit warm in Florida. Yeah. Having an outdoor summer event not in Florida was an odd choice. Once again, botch show. It's a botch show from the Clearwater, the St. Pete Clearwater Tourist Foundation. So the reason you have an outdoor show in July, very simple. It's no different when, like, GalaxyCon, they get the opportunity to work there. They work out a deal that they're able to get to work that show, whether they get paid to do that or they get to add on a little bit to the tickets for the venue or whatever. Beer sales at the show are great. Absolutely. And Takeshita just goes flying there. Once again, everybody, like I said, as we go into our commercial break here, thank you for being here. I know I say it a lot, but it just can't be overstressed how much we enjoy having you here, both on Twitch and on YouTube here. We got voices on both sides of the continent tonight. Better and better, man. It's a anytime there's a Kyle Fletcher match, anytime there's a Konsuke Takeshita match, you're usually getting a pretty damn good match. Like we talked about MJF being the future of AEW. These two here, as long as TK is able to keep everybody signed and everybody happy and everybody busy, there is such a strong youth foundation here for AEW. And yes, I know the big talk right now is about a lot of the older stars from WWE possibly coming over to AEW. Like a Sheamus, like a Creedon, Kofi. But at the same time, the biggest difference between WCW and what they did and what AEW is doing and how they're thriving is the fact that they are producing these younger talents that are getting elevated to this upper level. Switchblade and the Bang Bang Gang is another great example of that as well. I'm a little bit worried they still have to... It's going to take time. But Switchblade's going to need a little bit of time to get him back up on the top part of the card. Realistically, he got nailed pretty hard from that Full Gear 2023 match with MJF, where he couldn't beat one guy with one knee and the other guy with a broken ankle. If you remember that debacle, that main event. To this day, I still consider that the worst ever pay-per-view main event that AEW's ever had. I know a lot of people will say Cope and Mox from Revolution just because of what was scheduled to be before it. But I will still say that Jay White MJF debacle was 10 times worse. Why would you zoom out on that when you come back from picture in picture? Gosh dang it, wait till you're done that. There you go. That's better. Get the replay in with the close-up shot because we need to see this a little bit more here.
Takeshita was always jealous of Kyle, that I can tell you. Seemed more like Okada was jealous of Takeshita. Exactly.
It is a great shot, but you gotta wait. You gotta let the action happen, and then, because if you're in that, because remember the picture-picture shot, you got that little box in the corner. It's hard to even see what the hell's going on if you're that far away. It is a great visual after, like as soon as they land. God damn, what a beautiful reversal there. This crowd is popping big time. Callis is popping big time.
What a matchup, man. These two used to travel together. They ate together.
These guys know each other so well. That's why this is probably going to end up in a no. We get very few no contests here in AEW, but gotta feel this is. Yeah, the one gift that Fletcher and Takeshita have that is very amazing for this level and this time of their careers. Like, I'm not saying they're brand new, but they're still newer. Is the fact that they have that sense of timing of when to turn it up. Like, I know... oh, god damn, that was a nice kick. Paul White was talking about it in that interview with Agent Zero he did. That when it comes to a lot of these kids and the younger wrestlers, they don't have that sense of timing of when to turn it up and turn it down as much as they should. Oh my freaking god. Holy crap! I really need to switch that up to an AEW chat soon. It's one of the goals I keep trying to remember for myself here. Jesus. And the fact that they managed to pull both moves off, not just the one, that was pretty awesome right there. Oh my god, Callis having an aneurysm at ringside. It's always great, isn't it? Knox making some words about shenanigans. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he lost it, but he's still... look at Fletcher catch that. Damn! Planted him like a tree right there. I love how Archer's trying to act like he's cool, but he's also into it here. Cyrus the Virus, yeah. Callis, I don't mind in shades. If you aren't familiar, the time that Don initially got booed out of the building was actually in Edmonton, and I was in the crowd when it happened. I was so proud of us. That first moment where you literally could not hear Don talking because they hated him that much, that was in it. That was here. The Great Vasquez, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Thank you for throwing them right in here. Always willing to give her 2 bits for everything. Appreciate you. Thank you for sending those in. Oh, look out. Look out. Look like Fletcher's going to try and go for the super brain, but oh god, here we go. This is just such an amazing match with these two. Over the top. Over the top. Nope, nope, nope. Oh god. Splash Mountain Bomb. That was not... That's a shout out to Kota Ibushi right there. Oh, here we go. Hashtag shenanigans. Nope, nope. Block, nope. Raging Fire, but... All right, Okada's got to show up here now, right? Nope, they're going over the ropes. Never mind. Yeah, you could see where they were both rolling over. That's where we're headed. What a hell of a match. And Fletcher I just noticed the fresh ink on Fletcher's knee there. Or on his thigh there. I think that's new. He was talking about getting some new ink when he was down in Texas for one of their last runs here. So if you guys haven't watched Kyle Fletcher's YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. There's so many good things in it. Reversal, reversal. Oh, there we go. Into the arm. Brain Buster. The only thing that would have made that better is if Takeshita threw out the middle finger to Don when that happened. Are we really going to get a title change here?
Well, you can see the sense of urgency amped up for Fletcher. He realizes he might be on the cusp of winning this international title.
He's going for the brainbuster on the post, isn't he?
Perhaps searching for that turnbuckle brainbuster. Takeshita has no intention of finding out. Both men jockeying for position.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. I did not expect a title change here tonight. I will say it's going to be about redemption here in about 3 weeks. Once again, this is another piece to put. Very cool match. Very good match. Shout out to Twitch for sponsoring this once again. Yeah, whether it's here, whether it's anywhere else, I highly thank everybody for checking out any of your Twitch members here who are covering AEW here, covering WWE, covering all wrestling. It really is truly appreciated. If you are, by the way, if you are on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Tell all your friends, get everybody in here. Mystical, I guess Mystico's in the conglomeration. That brainbuster and the buckle look great, yeah. Well, you're going to need a move like that to change the title, right? At least if you're going to do that. Main event next? No. We got another hour yet. I'm assuming they're going to do the interview with Foley, which I wonder... Foley's being the interviewer. So it makes me wonder who he's going to interview here. Is it going to be Briscoe? Like, you gotta think that with Briscoe losing that match to MJF last week, could he bring out Briscoe and maybe try to, like I was mentioning before, try to get that little bit of synergy between the two? And sort of have Foley as the, mentor in some ways to Mark Briscoe, the same way that Sting was to Darby? I don't expect Foley to work as much as Sting did. Like, that's just insane. Foley does want to work, though. So it really could go either way when it goes across here. So, but yeah, hell of a night so far in wrestling action here, and I guess with everybody piling in here, and there's a lot of people showing up. Just gonna get a little expansive here for those that don't know, and those that are new here. Once again, welcome. Typically after AEW's done, we have our own little e-fed here with WWE 2K26 called Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. And we're taking the week off this Wednesday here, but however, on this Saturday, we're going to resume Backbreaker Pro, and I did show this off in the pre-stream. And I'll see if I can show it off on the vertical here if I can. Unfortunately, I don't have it available right now. Sorry. This is our brand new Backbreaker Wrestling Empress Championship. Empress is Steel Championship for our women's champion here in Backbreaker Pro. Our Forged in Fire tournament is going to start this Saturday. And the champion's going to be crowned at our next PLE BPW Crossfire, which is tentatively scheduled for August 9th. So, well, yeah, let's... I just want to make sure we get a little shtick back in there. So, Mick can't wrestle. Honestly, AEW doctors are... They're not as strict as WWE doctors. Don't get me wrong. But they aren't going to piss around. Like, they didn't allow Sari to work, even though she got cleared by New Japan doctors. She didn't get cleared by AEW doctors. And that's what led to Maya World and all that, right? What is that shirt? What is that shirt? It's like a Hawaiian shirt with puppy dogs on it. Dog is better than the wife? Foley chants going nuts right now. Could you imagine? Look at this match. He's on vacation.
Let me stop you right there, Mick. Takeshita was never my friend. I was always the number one in Proto-Shida. And Takeshita was simply right.
He's just a man on vacation.
And I did what me and Proto-Okada said we were going to do. And we brought the International Championship back to the Dunkard family.
Oh, God. Here we go. Sorry if you get a little hiccup here for a second, folks. Computer glitched out.
I'm just gonna cut you off here. This segment is a celebration for the Don Callis family. This isn't about you stealing the spotlight from the young real talent here.
Oh, God. Here we go. Stealing it from the young real...
A subject you know very little about. Credibility.
Wow.
See, when I come out here and I say that was one of the finest matches I've seen, I mean it. When I say you're one of the finest young talents I've seen, I mean it. But I want to draw the attention just momentarily away from you, Kyle, and put them on my shoes, Don. My custom painted shoes.
Custom painted shoe.
Another fellow there, that's Randall. instead of feeling pain and suffering, I find happiness with every step I take. This little lady that's Wolfle. That's Wolfle. And she's alive and well. And what I'd like to tell you is that the next time you disrespect me, this little lady Wolfle is going to get really well acquainted with the inner confines of your ass.
Let's go, Mick. Let's go. Sounds more like Dude. Hey, you know what? He's just being himself, and that's what Dude Love was in many ways. He felt like it was himself.
We got the Jet, Kevin Knight, the TNT champion. Come on down, Kevin.
Mick's in a little bit of a rough situation here, if you ask me. So where are we going with this?
Kyle, congratulations on becoming the new international champion.
Smoke break, if you want, but
DCMJF to the Don Callis family. Welcome to the club. Took you long enough. Now, speaking of bringing gold to the Don Callis family, let's talk about how the Jet is still owed a world title shot. Because the only reason that I walked through death's door, the only reason I risked my life,
you were supposed to win that match, you dumbass.
I want that world title shot, Don. Ain't that right? So whether tonight is Kenny Omega or Maxwell Jacob Fraudman, the Jet will be watching closely because J2 Belts is on the way.
We got a little bit of a sidebar here. This should get interesting here real quick. How you know? Yeah, he said Fraudman. And in many ways, he's not wrong with it because some of the stuff that he pulls. Andrade's dressed for the weather. Line of the night. Let's just pack it up. We're done. How you know?
I was the best of the Don Callis family. And you messed up. You promised me the world championship. Now, I promise you, I am going to take one belt from you.
You know what? I had to endure months of your obsession about belts, so I'll tell you what, Bendejo. You want a belt? I'll tell you what. If you can beat Jake Doyle next week, you can get into the meat grinder and challenge Mark Davis for the national title. But I don't think you're beating Jake Doyle, buddy.
All right, we'll get.
Escúchame, estúpido.
Uh,
Do you want to attack me? Tranquilo, tranquilo. I have one question.
and it's a little disjointed, but it still works. Hey, John, you're a little bit ahead of everybody else here. How you know?
How you know?
I love how.
Come on, pendejos!
There's a trap back there. There's a trap back there. There's a trap back there.
I believe we may have a camera in the back. If we can take a look.
Oh, there's the trap. There's one. But he's dead. Ha! They loaded the skateboard. Ha! No. Oh, that was amazing. That was hilarious. Shivani's loving it. I'm loving it. How you know? How you know? It's stupid fun, folks. It's Wile E. Coyote stuff, which ain't the worst thing in the world to have sometimes. Especially when you deal with the Don Callis family, which sometimes feel like a bunch of Looney Tunes. The Workhorsemen don't even get an entrance. Damn coyotes. Oh, wait. Nope. Better yet. In tribute to Wile E. Coyote. There we go. You notice no pyro tonight? I guess Clearwater didn't want to pay for the extra pyro. Either that or they have to save it. Love Acme products? Absolutely. I just can't wait for tonight. Like, I can't wait for that main event tonight. So, how much is the world going to get pissed off when Athena and Maya World are 1-2 in the gauntlet and we finish it with 1-2? And a pinfall happens in like the first 15 seconds? Because there's this, there's the Casino Gauntlet, and there's the men's title match, right? I think that's all they have for tonight. So we are going to have a bit of an overrun, but I don't know how much of an overrun we're going to get. Knowing AEW, it's going to be like 3 hours overrun, but a real main event will be Omega versus Ospreay someday. Well, Tony Khan hasn't hidden the fact that 2 years ago, like the last time they were in Wembley, that was supposed to be Omega versus Ospreay in the main event. But unfortunately, due to Kenny's injuries and his diverticulitis and his neck injuries and everything involved, it just wasn't to be. And I guarantee you that they're trying to get this done now because, well, what happens if something happens to either one of these guys again? Like, I think that's another reason why TK does this quicker booking compared to already in the ring. Yeah. For those that are new here, we don't call them enhancement matches. We don't call them jobber matches. We call them an already in the ring match. Because somebody's obviously already in the ring. Well, hopefully Kenny's past his... Yeah, I hope that he's past his medical issues. And more so just dealing with... Like, he's not a spring chicken, right? Like, he's been at this for almost 30 years. Which means he's right around my age. He's got to be getting closer to 50. I'm 47, by the way, if anybody's wondering, so... Yeah, I like the fact that Tony's giving a little bit of the story out for people that are new, because, face it, this show right here, while a lot of people like it's just another Dynamite for a lot of people, right? Like for people that watch the show on a regular basis, this is literally Wednesday. Like we see this stuff all week. Yeah, he said he's been at it for 27 years already, so that checks out. He started when he was 15, so that makes sense.
Just exchanging holes, trying to feel trouble. Nice arm drag right there by Henry. Henry. Back up to his feet. Moxley showing up.
I love how everybody's just throwing up the how you knows, right? But for us, we know wrestling every week is like this on this channel. There may not be as many title matches, but the quality of the matches are just as high. But people see the beach break, they see the different venues, they see the hype behind the matches, and they want to check it out for the first time. And if this is your first time checking this out, once again, thank you for being here. Whether it's your first time on the stream or first time watching the show. But they do need to give a little bit more explanation on a show like this. And Tony is a very good storyteller. Like, he's no prime Jim Ross. And I'm not saying Jim Ross is far from prime now, so don't confuse anything when I say that. But when you got Shivani out there, he's able to tell the little intricacies about this story that make things make sense for a lot of people. Which a lot of people complain that AEW is the place that doesn't tell stories.
Be careful if you're Moxley. Maybe not. Be careful if you're Henry. The Dragon Screw takes it down. Tag made for the main event challenge for the AEW World Championship on the 30th of August at Wembley.
And once again, everybody, thank you for all those that shared out the link for the streams tonight. I'm going to try and get a little better at getting those out on the social medias. Surprised Ospreay's not modeling around his jersey there as we get into our picture-in-picture here. Yeah, I think it would be an ultimate piss-off here if we end up having Maya and Athena end up like having a 15-second gauntlet. Eventually, they should have one of those just because that is the nature of the match. I just don't think it should happen so soon, that's all. But folks, who do you got winning the gauntlet, by the way? I know a lot of people are talking about Willow possibly being there. I know there's some surprises some people think will be there. To me, if there's no surprise, I think Willow is probably the most likely person to win the gauntlet. I still think they want Willow versus Mercedes at All In. As much as Tekla's done an amazing job with the title, I just feel that's the big story from the beginning when Mercedes got the title, right? Yeah, probably Willow for the reasons I'm saying here, but the one thing I would love to see, and this also brings over a bit of a marketing thing, and this is where I thought the whole idea of possibly having a Kairi Sane show up. She's there to defend the honor of Stardom, and then possibly at Redemption she wins the title, and you get Sane versus Monet at All In. Like, you tell me that isn't a money match that people wouldn't want to see. Like, you could just start showing out the dollar bills there. If they could get that match set up, that would be absolutely huge. Like, if you're lining up your main events, and just forgive me for the hypothetical booking 2 hours early here. Sane and Monet is your semi-main. Ospreay and Omega as your main. That is selling tickets. That is selling pay-per-views. That is selling everything for AEW's way. And then we're just, 3 weeks away from Creed and Kofi being freed up. And let's just call a spade a spade. They're showing up. Like, this one's going to be about as obvious as CM Punk showing up when they have the last dance in Chicago set up. They can't say it, but it's going to happen kind of deal. Like, let's not pull any punches here. As we come back from the picture, heads up, folks, on Twitch. Our first ad break is going to be coming up in just over 2 minutes here. So if you are watching on Twitch, there will be 90 seconds of ads. If you don't want them, consider subscribing. Or getting Twitch Turbo, one or the other. Sorry, I tried to hold them off as long as I could from the early part of the stream, so. Why? Osprey's just out there just flippy, floppy, flooping, flipping. This is the crazy part about this tag team. Who gets the real hot tag? I love the fact that Moxley doesn't care that Henry's not, or JD Drake's not the legal man. I think Henry's supposed to be the legal one, right? Like, as you go through this, like, you're watching and, like, I guess it depends on the place, right? Like, I'll tell you right now, like, I was talking to a friend of mine at work at my shoot job, and he didn't know a lot about AEW and a lot of the wrestlers there, but he knows Moxley because of his time in the Shield, right? So you could tell him that right now he is in one of the biggest storylines in AEW, and he was talking to me asking about the rumors of Moxley leaving AEW. I love the fact that Marina Lott missed the third slap. Oh my fucking God! What the hell is that? Yeah, he's out. I wonder Renee's opinion of Maria slaps. You never know. Renee might slap just as much. I don't want to get involved in that. Whatever happens at home stays at home as far as I'm concerned. Unless you're talking about Mario Kart, then I want Will Ospreay's friend code. If anybody could find me Will Ospreay's friend code for Mario Kart, I will learn to get better at Mario Kart. I think John likes it. Like I said, I'm not getting into that whatsoever. So what's coming up next if you're not advertising it right now? So what's Ospreay doing out there just for the hell of it right now? No, I understand that's what's coming up the gauntlet, but normally it'll say up next, but it didn't say up next there. You know what? For a Survivor of the Fittest match that only went, 20 minutes? I think it told a hell of a lot of great stories last week. Because as we're going through it, we got the main story that we're getting right now is the fact that Shida is literally a Yakuza boss now. She's gone full Yakuza boss. And you got Statlander who's there. No, it said tonight. From what I saw. Maybe it's going to update it now, but whatever. Either way, doesn't matter. It's coming up next. It has to come up next. There's only 2 matches left.
Let's head to the ring. And the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts, standing by.
This is the Casino Gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the AEW Women's World Title at Redemption. The first pinfall wins.
With all due respect, get Athena her old music back. Fuck. I hate so, I don't know this for sure. I knew somebody was going to use that. So are the sisters... Oh. So Mercedes gets the lifeguard seat. Okay, I thought that was Sky Blue for a second, but that's not the worst thing to do. If you want to have Mercedes out there and not talk. Also, the fact that you can play up... Like, whoever wins this, they're going to be able to do a face-to-face with Monet after this, obviously. Which is going to get your extra graphic for if you need that for the all-in match. Or... Yeah, getting back to this, what I think might have happened, nobody's actually said anything for sure. I know they said it about Swerve's music, but not with Athena's. The license for the music sort of ended, and when it wanted to be renegotiated, at least for Swerve's music, they wanted more money because it popped so well. So TK and Swerve did the collective FU to the singer, and Swerve used one of his own songs for his entrance theme now. I wonder if something like happened with Athena. Because honestly, this song coming out, it's really a Def Rebel theme. All right. This one should be a little easier for Maya. Like, if you guys are new here in the channel, and this is one of the biggest talking points and one of the most annoying points for a lot of people, I'm not a fan of that match at the pay-per-view with her and Monet. It felt like it was very clunky, a lot clunkier than a lot of people thought it was. Story, give it a 10. Execution, give it a 4. The same thing about last week. When she was in there with Julia for the number 2 spot here. I was really disappointed. I think with the extra number of competitors in this match, it'll be a lot easier because a lot of stuff doesn't need to be noticed. I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler. Absolutely not. Don't even try to think that for me. I think she's great. It's just... Right now, the ROH level was where she needs to be at some point. Things could change. Oh, here we go. I was going to say pin in the first 3 minutes. Let's go. I know that sounds horrible. Someone had to ask, would Maya be getting this push if her brother wasn't dead? You wonder. You really do. It's a rough question to ask, but a fair one. It's something we're never really going to know, so I don't really care to answer it. Who's coming out now? Oh, Sky. All right, well, she didn't get number 1, so she got number 3. Which, honestly, if you ask me, getting into this match, like, realistically, 1 and 2 is not the best numbers. You're probably looking at maybe like 4 or 5, maybe would be a better number. I would love to see where the winners, where their the stats for them are. Like what position was the best for them. I love how Tekla's so inspired by saying, oh God. Ow! Ow! Even Mercedes like, oh, wow!
On July 15th, when you
Wow! That's going to hurt a little bit. But no, we could play the what-if game all through the roof here. Like, well, let's face it. Tegan Knox and Miranda Alizé doing what they did. Maya World and Hein would never be here at this point. They might be. Like, it would be a different branch and a different talk about stuff. Because I think Tegan enough would have, if she would have had a better attitude about it, she probably would be here, and she might even be in the spot that we got right now. Because let's face it, going into it, we thought about the credentials that she had, but didn't realize that it was somebody played that doesn't work for me, brother card. Speaking of which, for anybody that's asking, no, we don't get Vice up here, so I didn't get a chance to see the dark side of the ring yet. I've heard many stories about what happened on it, but I think you said it correctly in that Nixon knew it would have been a better match. Absolutely, she would have been. There's also the experience between the two as well, right? Like, as long as Nixon doesn't blow her knee out, she would have been fine there. I would like to put that in, but unfortunately, what happened the last time, her last 3 spots that she's had? She's had a blown knee. It sucks, but it's true. Unfortunately, that's just... What's that phrase I always use? Never use facts to get out of a good story? But yeah, just... As I watch and as things go on here... I'm happy. Alizé and Slappy, clappy. Hello, mate. Hey, Andre. By the way, folks, if you are new here and you're wondering about the guy I was talking about that is more of an expert in New Japan than me, it's the guy right just popped in here, that Canada dude. Oh, and here comes Mina, so... Mina's wearing a lot more beach-related attire compared to normal. Maybe she's realized how hot it is outside. It's about 102 degrees outside, so wearing all those extra tassels and feathers might be a little bit of a detriment here, so... So, in other words, 4 came in before 2. It's hot wherever Mina is. I'll give you that. But yeah, I love that Tekla doesn't even know who she's going to be facing it all in right now.
wrestling Mina Shirakawa is like wrestling a blow-up doll. Sometimes I really wish we were friends.
Tekla just talked about motorboating Mina. This commentary is somewhat amazing at this point. Yeah, Andre, I'm glad you piped that in there.
So many great offensive weapons showing that tornado that time. That's what we mentioned, the intervals, unpredictable timing between each.
So who's number 5? Okay. Yeah, Rena, who I like spiders. Oh, that's right. It was Rena. It wasn't Mina. So we're supposed to be looking at this like there's 2 different sets of storylines that could be involved here as we were going in. And I think Rena wouldn't be a bad choice, but at the same time, you need that fire up of star power, right?
That would not be too cool, but I'll give her a shot.
I love how Mina wanted to give her a high five. Mina wanted to give Rena a high five, and you never celebrate in a match like this. What the hell? Sorry, just matches like this, you go all over the place here real quick. But once again, shout out to the Orange Ropes here. Similar to Backbreaker Pro Wrestling Madness every Saturday. Oh. Oh, and here comes Julia. I love how the Sisters of Sin are the only 2 that brought out weapons for this match. Oh my God, the rebound was awesome right there. The back of Athena's head. Right, her neck hit right into that rim of the post there. You didn't want to be in the way. You wanted to be in the way. Screw you. Sky beating up on Justin Roberts. It's shitty. Oh yeah, another security guy getting beaten up. All right. Did you guys see the video of Sky Blue attacking the ring crew at Eve Pro Wrestling in England? Will Ospreay's promotion. She demanded that the ring crew put a table in the ring, and they refused to. So she beat the hell out of them with a belt, to the crowd's absolute delight. And then the table decided not to break, period. I believe the post-match promo, before Sky got to talk, I believe the exact words, fuck that table, were was the cheer that went out. So. But yeah, just, oh God, there we go. There's a smash. I love how Athena's like, hey, no, you do your thing. I'm just going to hang out over here. Everything goes great until the first pinfall almost happens. Yeah, I really wonder if we're going to get a surprise or it's just going to be Willow coming out, because it almost rides too well into Willow. I do appreciate the fact that they're getting very close falls during the break right now. For those watching internationally, you guys get the full commentary and everything right now while we're in picture-in-picture currently. So, for those that aren't familiar, the My AEW app that runs the show internationally, they don't do picture-in-picture because they don't need to. If Willow wins this match, does Willow beat Tekla, set the match for Money? And I think that's one of two ways where we're going. The only other, we were talking about this earlier tonight, and I personally have two different ideas on this. Willow wins, beats Tekla, sets up Monet and Willow at London, or we get the debut of Kairi out here. Kairi wins, beats Tekla, and then you get Kairi and Monet, which is going to get you that more notoriety, right? Yes, there's going to be a lot of criticism, and people are going to bring up the fact, yes, it's two WWE stars, even though Sane was doing a lot more work in Japan way before she ever came over across the pond, but that will be a money match. I can't see it going any other way than that, and I'd love to be nicely surprised. I love me some Kairi, but I don't want it to be her. It's fair. And here comes Thunder Rosa. Not two former WWE stars. People say that about CM Punk. Cody. Yeah, well, exactly. Oh, I totally get it. Like, Thunder Rosa. Yeah. That's the only other one I'm worried about. But the fact that this is in Quebec, that they're having this match. By the way, if for us Kaneko heads, they did announce today. Actually, it was Jacques Rougeau that announced it. That AEW is going to be doing a special tribute to the Rougeaus at Redemption coming up at the end of the month. So. I wonder. Oh God. Maya and Thunder Rosa, that is not a good combination in the ring together. I'm sorry, but... Thunder Rosa just lighting up Rena here. Tekla, the ring is really filling up with some dumb bitches. Sounds about right. There's the old face. Mina had to scurry there quick. My God, what a run. Another old face. And then 4 breakups. All right. All right, who we got now? This is starting to feel where we're going to start getting the winner spot here. There he is. I don't know which face was funnier. Mercedes with the or Athena with the fuck threw that beach ball out there? Oh, God. Taz with the business just picked up line. Let's go. Yeah, I got a feeling this is where we're going here. Where's Claudio when we need him? We gotta stab that. Stab that balloon. Oh, God. Athena tried. Athena failed. Oh, Jesus. Dead Valley Driver on the floor. Tekla not drinking that margarita so fast anymore. This is how it happens right here. Yeah, here it is. Nobody else in the ring. And Julie eats another pin. How is it the same story? And I don't mean about Willow winning. I'm really happy to see Willow getting the world title shot. Bay with the title shot. Absolutely. It's almost like TK didn't figure out what he wanted to do with the titles, so he didn't know what he wanted to do with the women's world title and forgot that his new champion had the TBS title, so. So what the hell? Is this a little... Did Tekla upgrade me? That's what I'm wondering, because this is... Yeah, here we go. I wonder... That is a pose. Monet and the Divine Dominion. If that is a new faction, I would love to see it. Oh, fuck. This is another one of those... So, if you're wondering why this segment's here, Fightful Select had a report today that Jack Perry's contract was coming up. So now, seems like that's been fixed. Oh, there it is. Yep, they wanted to nip this one in the bud in a hurry. We're not even getting a break between... Oh, God. Speedball with that shirt. Jesus.
Have parted ways. What's next for you?
Renee, I don't want to talk about Kevin Knight. But Don Callis, you've taken so much from me. It's time for me to take something from you. So Mark Davis, this Saturday on Collision, I am coming for your AEW National Championship.
Didn't you just have that match? Didn't you just get your ass kicked by Davis already? All right. Final commercial break before our main event here. So as per tradition, I do give you guys a bit of a rundown of what's going to be going on the channel here. Once again, everybody, we have a ton of people showing up tonight. Thank you. This is a weird night, though. The fact that we're not having Backbreaker Pro after. I do have... I'm meeting up with somebody after we're done here to do some game study here, as the kids call it. I will be back tomorrow morning with MLB The Show. We're going to try and finish off season 2, as we got a couple months in last time. Let's see if we can get through that entire month, because we got a lot of stuff coming out here in the next month here, so we'll wrap that up. So no stream Friday. Saturday we'll be here with AEW Collision, and as well as we talked about during the pre-stream today, I will bring it up once again. Unfortunately for you folks in on YouTube land, I don't have the graphic properly set up yet. The new Embassy of Steel title for the women in Backbreaker Pro, the Forged in Fire tournament to determine our first ever BPW Empress champion will begin. As well as we will have other great matches on the card. I do need to solidify them. I do need to figure out what I'm doing for the women's bracket first. And then hopefully we can be back on Sunday with some MLB or something else. You know, we're all over the board here. We got fighting games. We got a whole bunch of stuff we can go through here. Keep track of me on socials here, X and Blue Sky, or where I do most of my sharing on that stuff. Kayla J will be the Empress champ. We'll see. I want to see how it's going, but here's the catch. And this is something I did announce partially. The Empress champion will be crowned in an Inferno match at BPW Crossfire, which is right now scheduled for the 9th of August. So I managed to get that in right before the break, folks. So get a hold of me on socials. I am going to try and get on here a little bit more often. I am getting things a little bit further ahead over on the YouTube side. If you guys are interested, guys and girls are interested, Backbreaker_gaming over on YouTube. We do have daily content going out of Mario Party with Walker Pipe Guy, as he's raising money for the Stollery Children's Foundation here in Edmonton, the kids hospital here. And throughout the days, we're getting a Pokemon trading card game with Quest for Jewels. MLB The Show, once again, my streams are going up there as well as our playthrough of Lego Batman Legend of the Dark Knight will be starting to come out starting next Monday. So you're definitely going to want to check it out. But whether you've been lurking, whether you've been chatting, whether you've been just looking for a great time, whether you've been on YouTube, whether you've been on Twitch, thank you for being here. It is a greatly appreciated that you are here. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, follow, all that great stuff to know exactly when I go live or any new videos go live. Plus on the Backbreaker video channel, whenever Andre gets up there with his Pop Spot reviews or Pop Spot Presents. This just screams big fight feel. By the way, folks, thank you again for being here. Oh my God, they're getting Justin Roberts to do the intro. Waiting for that pyro to go before he yells Kenny Omega. Or did they not even mention his name? Or did they blow his mic out? One or the other. Nope, they're going to do official intros. Champion intros. Well, to be honest, Andre, the last few times on Dynamite, they actually haven't been doing them, mainly because of time. They fucked up and they ran everything so late that they didn't have a chance to do proper intros. Purple and gold. The Randy Orton entrance, I see. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing that you did what you done to me. I feel bad for the guys in the back row of that section right there. They're probably getting some of that raining pyro on their head. So, I find it real funny here as we get... Actually, I should let Justin Roberts get his intros in first here. Oh, God, here we go. He didn't have to take his earpiece out. He actually had a card. Well, Zodiac, can you deny these allegations? I wonder if this is pushed. Oh, they had to do it back there because they couldn't do it up front. I feel sorry for Remsburg. But I wonder if this got pushed up because of that knee. So I'll say this. I hope MJF keeps the belt and we get MJF versus Ospreay at All In London. That's fair. MJF got Florida confused with Alberta. Fair. Actually, that's more Saskatchewan for the incest part. The racist part, yeah, I'm not going to deny that. That's just, But the incest part, that's more of a Saskatchewan thing. I will admit, though, I did piss off a driver here coming home from work yesterday. Driving down the road. Sorry, I know the match going on here. We're going through the early part here. We're driving, and all of a sudden, somebody's just weaving in and out of traffic, right? So this guy's trying to weave in and out of traffic, and I get to... I get to an intersection and it's lined up with this guy. So I put my window down. He's already got his down. I'm like, hey, buddy, you don't need to impress your sister like that. And I see the light's about to turn green, so I'm like, okay, I'm a little safe here. And he's like, this is my girlfriend, you jackass. I'm like, what? Same difference. Pew! Just literally just no buffer anymore. To hell with it. Seen Ospreay Omega twice, both were match of the year candidates. I really don't think a third will live up to... I don't think it will anyway. Oh yeah, they're fighting in the grass. Here's the thing, Andre, and Zodiac, I'll get to your comment here in just a sec. I hate this what I want. I have no idea what I want to... I'm just letting it ride. We'll see how this goes. But it's never been seen in a North American audience, for the most part. The only way you were able to see it the first two times was literally to get New Japan World. So, unfortunately, I think that's why Tony Khan wants to do it. He wants to show it in front of a... Ospreay Omega 2 is Forbidden Door.
Timeout.
You idiot!
There you go. And MJF eats all the chairs. I don't love the idea of Kenny having the Coney stick. I didn't like it when they announced it. And even the Bucks were pissed off about it. Like, and they literally did say they had two people that already dealt with this stipulation. You got Hangman, you got Cody, and Kenny actually mentioned Cody last week. Like, literally, if that's going to be... If this is literally going to be it for the title runs for Omega, like, what does he have to do after this? Did he just want to have a match, an outdoor match at home as his last match? I honestly think the way things worked out, and it could be as simple as this. Tony Khan goes to Will Ospreay and says, Will, I want you to main event Wembley Stadium in the main event of All In. Who do you want to wrestle? When he was signing Will to a contract, he's like, well, and Ospreay turns around because that was right around where that Omega feud was pretty damn hot still. Then he says Kenny Omega, and he's like, done. Is triple threat the answer, though, as well? It would be a first. It would be a first. I don't think we go there. There's a different... I don't hate the idea either. Like, I don't hate that idea. It's not the best, like... But here's the thing. There's a different scenario we could go with here. Dirty finish here. And when I mean dirty, I mean like interference or like a finish that AEW normally doesn't do. And we actually get the rematch at Redemption. Because, you know, these guys have been fighting those words all the way, like, they've been shoving those there, right? it would work here, and literally here you have a dirty finish, and MJF keeps the title. Omega technically cannot challenge again because he didn't win. And then they just up it a little bit. You have Omega's career up against MJF in that one. And that could play up into MJF talking about, well, diverticulitis almost took you out here in this building. I'm just going to have to finish the job. And technically it wasn't that building, it was Quebec City, but still. Time limit draw? No, you're not going to get that tonight. Do you think TNT is going to give them 45 minutes overrun? 30 maybe. 45, you're pretty much missing the next show. Like, I don't know what's scheduled for TBS after this. AEW World Title matches are 60 minutes. Shout out to DDT here. No, they could say, no, like, that's one thing that AEW has been very determined about. That AEW World Title matches are 60 minutes. We'll find out in about 10 minutes here. Dynamite's been pretty amazing tonight overall. Like, from top to bottom, like, this has felt like a pay-per-view tonight. Beach break here. Willow's going to be challenging... Will's going to be challenging Tekla at Redemption. The Divine Dominion came out and attacked the Sisters of Sin at the same time that Mercedes attacked both Tekla and Willow. So we got stories all over the place there. Willow versus Mercedes. Yeah, feel that, and that's what we were talking about before the match. Like, if Willow wins, that's where we're going. And that just brings back everything that was big in New Japan, right? Like, this will be a New Japan all-in. New Japan Stardom. But we still got, what, 2 months to go? Well, month and a half to go yet? Knowing TK, he could do 4 title changes for now and then. Speaking of title changes, we already have a new international champion as Kyle Fletcher defeated Konsuke Takeshita for that. Kenny wins. It'll be my dress-up darling. MJF retains. It'll be Blood C as long as MJF is still a champion. Hey, Homer. Takeshita dropping for the G1? Maybe. Because if you're in the G1, you're probably not going to be available for All In. That might also be why they were starting to try. They didn't bring Takeshita into any of that stuff, right? Like, I know this sounds weird, but forgive me. Yeah, he's only going to make it back for... Like, if they do a men's casino gauntlet, that might be where Takeshita comes back. But I find it really... I think we might end up doing Andrade and Fletcher coming up at Redemption. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Be back about a week and a half before All In. Yeah, so if you throw a Casino Gauntlet out there, that'd be the perfect spot to put them in, right? Because Casino Gauntlet, if you're in a story, you can bring it up all of a sudden in there, and nobody expects you to be in there, right? My God, that backbreaker on knee just looks vicious. Michael Allen, Richard Clark does it. Oh, God. Shout out to Kevin Steen right there. Oh, and just a special programming note for everybody here, especially the Canadians watching. Next week, we're going to have AEW Dynamite on Sidecast. Then we're going to have Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. Then I think I might stick around for the debut of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Mayhem, which is going to start at midnight Eastern over on TSN. So wouldn't mind checking out the first one. I don't think we're going to do it on a regular basis, but you always remember your first, right? So I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing next week. Next Wednesday, the 15th, is when MLP debuts. This week we're actually ending early today after Dynamite's over. Jesus! I think the best thing maybe you put a ding dong there. Wait. I'm sorry, I threw that out a little early with the shenanigans part, but that's our new shenanigans button. I forgot. I got all these new buttons I'm playing with here, so. But yeah. Oh, I will put I'll put the graphic up in the Discord later, but we did earlier tonight. We did announce the Empress of Steel Championship for the women, which will be available at our next pay-per-view BPW Crossfire, which right now is looking to be August 9th. Will be the date of that show, so. But yeah, just MJF's dead. Kenny's blind. You know he's doing this as a favor to MJF, right? Because right now, with the crowd, and as long as they've been out there, yeah, that sand really got to him early. And they're using this to get rid of it, so. Shout out to MJF. I don't know if that table spot was planned. But if it wasn't, shout out to him for taking it just to shut this down for a little bit so Omega can fix his eyeball up here. Because if he's trying to tear out that one piece, that sand that's in his eye, that's not going to be good. All right, as Omega just trying to, it's still bothering when he's still rubbing his eye the whole time and whatnot. Ugh. But yeah, this has been a fun night of action overall here. We did get a little confrontation out back between Ospreay and MJF, which sort of allows you to put some doubt into this match, into which way it's really going to go.
AEW World Championship. This is for Kenny Omega's future, his ability to challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. And the champion, after
I'm glad they got the microphones fixed at least, because I got a feeling that was probably a little bit of a problem there.
And it's, well, yeah, we're going to see this, I believe, right now. What happens when we look at the ring. Watch how MJF head first through the announce desk. It's a small miracle the man is still here with us. And Taz, this desk, as we know, is extra reinforced. It is designed not to break under the weight of a human body.
I love the fact that they trying to emphasize that it's extra lined up, but we all know. Look how yes, I know this sounds weird, but look how sweaty both these guys are right now. You don't know whether that's water or that's sweat just because of the heat out there. That's why I think having MJF as your main event here might have been one of the smarter moves, because in terms of a move set, yes, he does go a little crazy, but probably water. It's 104 degrees out there. He's actually going to try and go up. And he met some knees. Oh no. Oh no. Pile driver on an open chair. That knee is the only reason why I get a little curious about what they're going to do here. Yeah, they're trying to sell the fact that this is going to go a while. Thank you for the hydrate, Andre. I still got a little bit left here, so. No, that's legit. Both these guys are exhausted. Oh, God. I don't know if there's a remainder much left here. All right, so not a full Nelson suplex, but just a straight German there. These guys are telling a hell of a story here. What is he doing? All right. Is this going to be a damn it D'Lo moment? The only reason I say damn it D'Lo moment, if you guys aren't familiar with the term, D'Lo Brown used to be the agent in TNA, making sure that all the endings were the endings weren't the same for every match. No, he ain't going for an Avalanche Snapdragon. He's going bigger. Kyle Fletcher won his title off a top rope brainbuster. Never mind. Jesus. God damn, that was a shot. Oh, no. Heat Seeker. Wow. No, what I was saying is that looked like it was going to be the same finish. Omega has done the top rope one wing angel before. And Fletcher won with a top rope brainbuster tonight, so I'm going to snooze the ads. I'm going to go with an odds here. I only got a few of these snoozes, so forgive me, chat, if here we go, shenanigans time. Where is it? Where is it? 2. Oh, here we go. Shenanigans. Got the title. Let's bring out the shenanigans horn. He blasts the referee. He's got the ring in his tights. Oh, no way. All right, this is how redemption works out. Drop the fucking title before Remsburg turns around, you stupid son of a bitch. Unless he... Let's go! And Omega just... Oh, God. Omega just hulked up. Or the spirit of the warrior. Or whatever they call it in New Japan. Or does Kenny have no balls? Is that what we're trying to say here? And Willie's piecing out real quick. We all thought it was going to be Hangman. What a shot. He's got to do the third or else don't count. Isn't that the way it works? You got to hit it 3 times or it ain't going to matter? There it is. There's 3. Going up. Going down. And there we go. I love how Remsburg's asking for the title. That was such a fun match right there. We had our attempted shenanigans. It's so nice to see Omega with that championship. And I understand that this might... I hear that battle cry into the double sky. That one-winged angel will fly straight to Wembley, straight to Wembley, straight to Wembley. Oh, wow. What a flippin' finish here tonight, guys. And yeah, we still have redemption. Hey. We still got Wembley. We still got Mexico. Yeah, I honestly think we get this rematch. Fuck, don't advertise. You got a goddamn pay-per-view in the middle there, sir. The fuck was that? They literally put the all-in graphic up already. I still feel we're going to get the rematch. I still think it has to be done to sell the tickets. I get it. Because Wembley tickets, while they're okay, they're just not selling at the pace that they would really enjoy. Match was great, but Wembley should be number one heel versus number one face. That's not Omega Ospreay. Fair. I get it. And first, before we get into the further booking here, let's get to the earlier part. Hell of a match. And I hate this got this. It's a great match. You cannot deny, this is a trilogy between these three. And I honestly feel that this may be the best of the three, even though it had the least amount of time of the three. Even their collision match had more time than this one, I do think. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. But it did feel like that collision match ran a little shorter than this. But do I think they do a rematch in Montreal? I know, Andre, you brought it up. I don't think so. I think there's a reason why they did the match here and not at Montreal, and I do think it has to do with that tape on the knee of MJF. I think that knee injury that he had, he was trying to work through it, and it just isn't good enough right now. Because here's what we got, and I don't know the basis of MJF's injury, and we probably won't know for a few weeks. But here's my thinking about it right now. If we can get MJF in to rehab that knee and try to get it good in a month without being in the ring and literally being a thorn in the side to somebody like maybe he comes out and whines next week and Hangman shows up. And now Hangman's like, yeah, how does it feel not being able to get your title back? And they end up going to Wembley. Because you can't tell me that feud wouldn't sell some tickets too, right? Those two, even without having a match, would definitely go great. If we get the rematch, fine. But then Mexico, what do we got, right? Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind that the match quality of All In is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And no, I don't think AJ Styles is going to show up. I think we're going to get a lot of great action. I think we're going to get a lot. I do think we're going to get some debuts at All In. There are too many quality wrestlers in that European area that I think are going to get spots. Hell, if they do a Casino Gauntlet match for the men, I do feel that we would get a couple people added in there, even if it's for a one-time shot. The one thing that I wonder going out of this, and just as an offside that, we talked about earlier and now, and yeah, New Day seemed to be a guarantee. I was thinking more of the fact that I think we actually get the New Day, the Dynamite after Redemption when they're actually eligible to come out and talk, right? Because I believe I was checking up online today. August 1st is the actual first day that they can do something on TV. So that would be the Wednesday after AEW or after AEW Redemption. Yeah, so you got that there. I think if you're going to do a gauntlet, you can even do a one-off with Sheamus or Sheamus O'Shaughnessy if you do want to do so. And folks, before we get our panties in a knicker here, or our britches in a knicker, whatever you're wearing, I don't judge. You can wear whatever you want underneath, or commando, whatever. Don't pass it by the fact that there could literally be trolling here by Sheamus and WWE. That ever since the R-Truth thing, I will never believe that somebody's truly gone until they actually show up somewhere else. because all this sentiment right now about how Sheamus got done wrong by WWE and that he wants the Intercontinental title, this is just the sentiment to get Sheamus into a title program with Penta. This could very well do that. So that's why I get a little bit more surprised when these wrestlers show up on mystery spots. I think the New Day's a bit of an exception because they're already running the indie circuit. I don't think they would go that. I almost missed the Mike the Ref stream. No, it's fine. It's fine. I shall flog myself 176 with a wet noodle or a pillow. Make it 174. Take 2 off for me. That's fine. Besides, we're going to be wrapping up here in just a moment regardless. So, but yeah, what we do at Redemption, well, I think the one that makes sense is the rematch. But I also wonder, do we do Okada there? Like right now, we don't have anything for Okada, and maybe like an Ospreay Okada match could be physically exciting to a lot of people. It's not going to be. It's not going to bring in the same numbers as an Omega Ospreay, but think about it that way. If we could do like Okada and Omega one more time in Montreal, just having that title match set up there, that would be a great place for it. And there is enough doubt that they could switch the title at that point that makes that main event somewhat credible. What they do for the only reason why, and sorry, I'm backing myself up here. People that are on this stream, by the way, we got an ad break coming up in a moment. I'll stick around here for a little bit. I do have to start wrapping things up at the bottom of the hour, but I still will be going here. But think of it this way. This is Beach Break. This is a paid TV like a TV event. We were talking about this earlier, the concept of a venue buying a show. They did give it the big fight feel because of the world title match. I wonder if that knee is in a good position with MJF, because if it truly is okay and MJF's just running through it, why wouldn't you do this at the pay-per-view and have Takeshita and Fletcher as your main event tonight? Because let's face it, Takeshita Fletcher, they will put on that half-hour banger as well. And I think the one thing that upsets me about this night more than anything else right now is the fact that there is a possibility that Fletcher and Takeshita might be lost in the wash here a little bit in terms of a match. True, Takeshita is leaving for the G1 right now, and they might be doing the same thing they did with Mariah and Tony at Revolution, where they tried, because they had to kill the rivalry as quickly as they could, they wanted to put it in a spot where it wasn't going to be as memorable. But the way this feud has been building up for as long as it has, I don't know if that's really sensible to think about there. So, but it's all going to come out in the wash. We're going to see what's going to happen. Like, let's face it, we have, 2 more Dynamites and 3 more Collisions to fill out an entire pay-per-view card, and we have 1 match booked right now, which is Willow versus Tekla, which that's a whole other different ball of wax we could talk about here. Like, I have zero doubt in my mind that Willow's winning that match at Redemption. I have zero doubt. Like, ship all your chips in and let it ride, because while Tekla and Mercedes will have the technical brilliance that those two can have, however, the the storyline between those two, like, unless they're going to flip one of them face, and there is an opportunity to do that because, next week's Dynamite is from Boston, which is, of course, the home of Mercedes, and she will be given the God treatment just like they did this past Monday in Chicago, which, honestly, and I know I'm flipping over to a WWE portion here, if they did that title match that they did last night or Monday night, anywhere but Chicago, I think Punk gets booed out of the building. Because Sammy's got such support around so many people, even though it almost feels like it should have been a transitional champ, I don't think anybody really wanted it to be, so having Punk win it, that's going to... And you're slowly spiraling yourself to a heel versus heel with Cody and Punk. If you don't do this match in Chicago, you do it in Chicago, Punk could murder an orphanage full of babies by setting it on fire, and I think that crowd would still cheer for him. Like, that's how much he's loved in that town, and fair to him. Good on him. He's got a crowd there that enjoys it, and I'm not gonna sway that one little bit here. But getting back to the AEW portion here, like, you got to consider exactly where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing here. I possibly feel that Fletcher versus Andrade for the international title, while originally I thought it could be a redemption, we might be looking at Grand Slam Mexico for that match. As you're getting Andrade starting to go through the Don Callis family one by one. I do think the one booking mistake tonight was the fact that Callis put Doyle to Andrade, and then if he wins, he gets a shot at Davis. And then not even half an hour later, you have Mike Bailey saying he's going to face Davis on Saturday. Like, you got a few more titles there. Like, I would almost try to set a murderer's gauntlet for Andrade to get him to Fletcher. And don't worry about any other titles right now. Because if he wants to run through the Callis family, let him run through the damn Callis family. And to me, that just makes a little more sense to me. But I do like the fact that we're here 10 minutes after the show, and we're talking about multiple storylines that could be put together here for multiple different things and how things could break down, how things can move around here. If you have a promotion where you really... Your main event picture, in the most part, is... While it is predictable, it's not exactly the worst predictable. Like, oh, we're getting Omega Ospreay 3. Oh, we're going to get one of the best matches we're going to see in 5 years. Like, yes, it might not be ultimately what we want. It's not the number one face, number one heel, all that stuff put together here, but it's an embarrassment of riches that we're being involved with here. It's like we're not getting a bad choice. Like, in the women's side, Willow versus Mercedes, if we get to there. Honestly, that is not exactly the worst choice in the world either. The matches those two have had with each other and the trust that they have in each other for the fact that Willow took care of Mercedes when she broke her ankle in the middle of a match and managed to get her through a big portion of a championship match back when a promotion really didn't trust her, as she was just coming in for a one-off spot. As my lights decided to go out. When the lights go out, then my plugins decide to shut. All right, folks. I think on that note, I think we're going to wrap this up because I think it's trying to tell me something here. So, as always, folks, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, tell all your friends. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but we'll figure it out as we go. Over on the Twitch side, make sure you're Make sure you're following if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. I got to find out what's going on with my lights here, but we'll deal with that another time here. Let's send you over. You know what? I was going to send you over to a wrestling stream, but it's Walker's last night. He's going back to work, so it's his last night of streaming. And I really do hope somebody clipped the lights going out on me tonight. It's Walker's last night of streaming before he goes back to work, so he's going to be off for a while. So YouTube, you're going to be sent off like The Dark Knight, but funnier. I'd throw the rim shot, but I'm not going to do it. YouTube, we're wrapping it up. Twitch, we're going to send you off to Walker Pipe Guy. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here, whether you've been lurking, chatting, or just looking for a great time. Always appreciate you. And we'll see you out here next time on the Mike the Ref Twitch channel and the Backbreaker YouTube channel. If you can see me, we'll see you later.